You are watching Political Point Magazine. Where the right is right and the left, well, the left is always on the wrong side of history. Why? Because political minds want to know. So enjoy a conservative point of view. And let's talk peace soup. With tonight's top stories. Well, it appears now we enter into part 30 of the Hillary is officially politically damaged goods. HillaryGate Part 30. The last batch of emails has been released by the State Department. And guess what? They reveal even more classified material, plus even more information, scandalous information about the Clinton Foundation. And Hillary wins in South Carolina, but is the DNC actually stacking the deck of superdelegates for Hillary? Yeah. Wait till you hear about this one. And Governor Chris Christie endorses Trump. Is Trump on his way to the White House? The unbeatable candidate? We will talk about that. And wait till you hear what Ithaca's own mayor is doing. Yeah. The mayor introduces his crazy, idiotic heroin plan. Yeah, we will talk about that. And we will talk about all of this and more when we take it to the phones with you, the viewers. Tonight, the last day of February 29th. Yep. Welcome once again, my friends, to another edition of Political Points Magazine. Alright, my friends. Well, it is getting kind of wild out there. We just had the South Carolina primaries and for the Democrats on Saturday. And my friends, let me tell you, okay, let me tell you that things are extremely coming into play now. All right, and it seems to me that we have now our two front runners on both sides. Okay, the Democratic side, Hillary Clinton, and the Republican side is Donald Trump. Okay, now like him or hate him, he is the front runner, and he points that out with all of the stuff that is going on, right? But now, my friends, we come across we come across something very, very serious here. All right, very, very serious. As we get into the last batch, the State Department has now released the last batch of emails for on Hillary Clinton. All right, now Lord knows why it took them this long. All right, but they were sifting through the pages and everything. But we now know that Hillary has lied. There is tremendous trust issues with this particular candidate. All right, and now I want to get into so I want to get into some of this here, because the last batch of emails is very critical. Okay, because now we find out that there are millions upon millions of emails that were sent and received by Secretary Clinton, and we know that she has lied several times about the emails, about not sending or receiving classified material, and we now find out that there was tremendous classified material, and in fact even top secret material. All right. Now I want to get into and it could lead up into the indictment of Hillary Clinton. My friends, this has come up, and now Hillary is in tremendous trouble. She may be ahead in like some of the polls, and she may have won South Carolina handedly, kicking Bernie Sanders' butt in South Carolina. And it just strikes me that people even vote for Hillary or Bernie Sanders. It's just ridiculous. All right. Now I want to show some of this interview with Brett Baier interviewed the Attorney General, Loretta Lynch, and he talks about the emails and whether or not there might be an indictment or a motion from the FBI to indict Hillary. All right, but take a look at this.
Loretta Lynch about a host of topics, but first the.
Oh wait, hold up a second. Hold up. Anyways, now Hillary Clinton's emails first off. Okay. Now, we had the last batch of the emails here. Okay, but let me get into that.
This dramatic of the U.S. Supreme Court in the U.S. Senate.
I certainly can't speak for the Senate in this. I know that the administration has stated it intends to name a nominee, and I.
Oh wait, no, that's a little bit different, but Hillary Clinton's emails have been a major issue here. I want to get into that. Well, I want to get into more of that, but we now know that Hillary is the most corrupt politician out there. I mean, this is it just boggles the mind that anyone would support Hillary. All right, now, sure, Hillary wins in South Carolina. All right, and now she took a shot at Trump. She took a shot at Trump. I want to show you this. All right, now, but anyhow, wait. Yeah. Wait, Hillary wins in South Carolina, which, and there's something about the delegate count now that I think you might find a little bit shocking here. All right, but now, handily, now Clinton won, and now we will get into that. But Hillary, I wanna get into something else now, because as the DNC is stacking the deck against Bernie Sanders, okay, and for Hillary. All right. In fact, when Hillary won South Carolina, she took a shot at Donald Trump.
What you hear? We don't need to make America great again. America has never stopped being great. We do need to make America whole again. Instead of building walls, we need to be tearing down barriers.
Tearing down barriers? What are you talking about, Mrs. Clinton? Here's something significant about that. Okay, now she talks about tearing down barriers. Well, here the Clinton campaign is putting up a barrier for Bernie Sanders. Making it tough for Bernie Sanders to even catch up to her. And if you look at the delegate count, okay, now she has over 500 delegates, and more super delegates than now. Now, if I was Bernie Sanders, I would make a big fuss about that. I would make a big fuss about that. But Bernie Sanders, I don't know, man. It's not working out for him.
A revolution is more than waving a sign. With your help, we can take a giant step forward in moving this political revolution. If we win here in Texas.
Yeah, really. But anyhow, no, it's just not working out for Bernie Sanders. As far as the delegate count is concerned, the DNC has already rigged the system. And this is exactly why, okay, the super delegates are bought and paid for, okay, by the Clinton campaign, okay. The super delegates are just being racked up for Hillary, and this is the reason why the Republicans dropped the super delegates, because when Ron Paul was running, Ron Paul tried to do the same thing, tried to stack at the convention he tried to stack the super delegates in his favor, and then one of the other Republican candidates complained, saying no, you can't do that, and then the RNC dropped the super delegates entirely. Okay, so now here we are on the Democrats. The DNC is doing the exact same thing. They're stacking up, they're rigging the system of superdelegates support for Hillary. And if I was Bernie Sanders, I would make a fuss about this. All right? Because it's going to cost him the election. It's going to cost him the nomination. All right? Hillary cruised in South Carolina, primarily due to the minority vote. And my friends, it's ridiculous, because under her husband's administration, there was so many mass incarcerations of blacks and minorities. Sure, crime went down under Clinton, under Bill Clinton, but what's interesting with this is Hillary the only reason crime went down was because of the mass incarcerations, and Hillary was in support of this. Okay, Hillary supported this. All right, but now before the South Carolina primaries, Hillary got heckled by a Black Lives Matter operative. All right, and I want to show you that. Okay, now I want to show you that because and this is very 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 interesting. Okay, remember now. Take a look at this. Right now, it's coming up, but she got heckled by a Black Lives Matter, and I want you to take a look at this very very closely. All right, okay, and all right.
I think we've got somebody saying here, we have to bring them
apologize for mass
to
incarceration.
heel. Okay, we'll talk
I'm
about
not a super predator, Hillary Clinton.
Okay, fine, we'll talk
You
about it.
apologize to black people for mass incarceration?
Well, can I talk and then maybe you can listen to what I say? Okay, fine. Thank you very much. There's a lot of issues in this campaign. The very first speech that I gave back in April was about criminal justice reform
Called black
and
people
about
super predators.
You're being rude.
That's not appropriate. Super predators. This is not appropriate. That's rude.
Yeah, you want to hear the facts, you just want to talk.
I know that you called black people super predators in 1994. Please explain the record. Explain it to us. You owe black people an apology.
Well,
Excuse us. That's an inappropriate
if you will give me a chance to talk, I'll approach your side. You know what? Nobody's ever asked me before. You're the first person to ask me, and I'm happy to.
Man, now with stuff like that coming up. Okay, now you remember back when the crime bill was installed under Bill Clinton, right? Hillary referred to black people as super predators, blacks and minorities. So and then ironically, when she wins South Carolina, she gets a lot of the blacks and minority vote, kicking Bernie Sanders' butt. This puzzles me. All right, because all throughout the Bill Clinton presidency, they didn't do jack scrap for the black community, and supposedly Clinton was the first black president. No, he didn't do jack scrap. In fact, George W. Bush did more for blacks and minorities than any Democrat president. And in fact, Republicans have done more for blacks and minorities than Democrats ever have. Right? And it just sickens me that I see my black brothers and sisters voting for Democrats. It's just stupid, retarded. All right? Think about this. Use your mind. Okay? The Democratic Party has never been the party that supported the blacks and minorities. Johnson's war on poverty just made black people more impoverished. All right, and and then there was their affirmative action laws. The Democrats installed. That was just nothing more than black quota laws. All right. The Democratic Party has a history of putting blacks and minorities in poverty. Not doing a darn thing about the high crime rate and the mass incarceration of blacks and minorities. It's ridiculous. They don't even focus on the main issues that have kept blacks and minorities down. Okay, talk about the 72% of black babies are born out of wedlock. that's a contributing factor here. All right. There's tremendous there's tremendous amount of black families that are only single parent families. The tremendous crime that is caused by the blacks and minorities, they don't do a darn thing about that. Their policies have not done a darn thing to help the blacks and minorities. Okay? Every Republican president has done more for blacks and minorities than Democrats ever have. And it just shocks me that my black brothers and sisters are voting Democrat. You support Bernie Sanders? Are you kidding me? Bernie Sanders is not going to do a darn thing for you. Socialism does not work. Okay? Socialism is worse than what we got now. All right? I mean, sure, Barack Obama has ran as far left has been a far left president as far as I can see. We have tremendous debt, $19 trillion in debt. Now we have added trillions. We've added over $1 trillion a year to the deficit since Obama's been president. All right, and his welfare state policies have kept a lot of blacks and minorities down. Okay, a lot of black families are broken now because of Obama's policies. It doesn't make sense to me. All right, no. And now, okay, I want to talk about a few things here, okay? And I'm gonna put some of this segment into my Political Point magazine's. Now, my Political Point magazine's political point of vision. All right. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is, after Trump won Nevada, and as such now, Governor Chris Christie dropped out, and he endorsed Donald Trump. Yep, that's right, my friends. Governor Chris Christie has endorsed Donald Trump. All right. Now, he says Donald Trump is the candidate that get the can and will win and be the strongest to support a strong economy and defeat ISIS. So, however, he wasn't saying that. He wasn't saying that before. All right. He wasn't saying that a month ago when he was running. In fact, I think I saw him on the record with Greta Van Susteren, who and he was telling Greta that he didn't feel that Trump had the temperament to be president. But there he was. Lo and behold, he endorsed Donald Trump for president, and this is the way I take the endorsement, the Christie endorsement of Donald Trump. So Governor Chris Christie runs for president, right? And for the longest time, it was predicted that maybe he was the strongest one to go against Hillary in November, if Hillary was to get the nomination, and then but all throughout the campaign, just like all throughout the campaign, Chris Christie was running low there. He was in the teens or the single digits. All right, and there was one point in time where he was in the undercard debate. You know, but then he finally made it to the top tier. All right, but he still wasn't gaining ground, and he couldn't catch up to Donald Trump. So my theory on this Christie endorsement is, since he couldn't beat Trump, he might as well join him and endorse Trump. So Governor Chris Christie endorses Donald Trump, possibly thinking that he will get a position in the cabinet if Trump wins the presidency in November. And you know this, and I also take another take at this. Okay, since none of the other Republicans are able to defeat Trump and or push him down a few places, I think Trump may be the unstoppable, the unbeatable candidate. All right. Now, that begs the question: is Trump the unbeatable candidate? I think he is. All right. Since the other Republicans can't beat him, you know, and no matter what Trump does or says, okay, he always rises up in the polls. Okay, and you know, so and with this, you know, since the Republicans can't beat him, neither can the Democrats. Okay, so I feel that if Trump gets the nomination, and most people feel that he will get the nomination on the GOP side, I think he can beat whoever the Democratic nominee is, whether it be Hillary or Bernie Sanders. I think he can and will beat them. All right, because you know, it's just a no-brainer right now. But Super Tuesday is tomorrow. All right, and so now, okay, Trump may be the unbeatable candidate here. And now, my friends, I want to take you into another segment of my show. Okay, that I have set up. Okay, that I have set up here. All right, but yeah, I want to take you to another segment of my show here, and this may surprise you. All right, but this may surprise you. All right, but I want to take you to another segment of my show, and I read about this, and when I did read about this, okay, when I did read about this, it just blew my mind. It just blew my mind. All right, because this comes as quite the shock here. All right, but this brings me into my segment. Ithaca's mayor has lost his mind. Alright, yep, that's right, my friends. You'll never guess what Mayor Savante Myrick has done. Yeah, but and you know, I read this in the Ithaca Journal, and I just about fell off the bench when I was in the Seneca Street bus stop reading this, okay, from the Ithaca Journal. But my friends, it's not. It's pathetic. This is the mayor's crazy, idiotic idea. Okay, now, when I read this, I just about fell off the bench. Okay, but it said, quote, in the Ithaca Journal, okay, and this is the mayor's brilliant plan to fight heroin. Okay, this is just so pathetically stupid. Alright, it says, Ithaca Mayor Savante Myrick wants the city to be the first in the U.S. to offer supervised injection facility to offer a supervised injection facility where heroin users would be able to shoot up under the care of a nurse. This is just stupid. Then it says, the facility is a piece of a comprehensive new approach he wants Ithaca to take against the scourge of heroin addiction. This is just stupid, Mr. Mayor. You're encouraging people to shoot up. You're encouraging more drug addiction. Okay. Now, it also said, okay, and this is what Myrick said, okay, about this, okay? Now, it said a comprehensive approach following the 4 pillars of treatment, harm reduction, public safety, and prevention will be announced, or was announced on Wednesday. Okay, now, and you know, Myrick unveiled this stupid, idiotic plan. All right, and he said the Ithaca plan, a public health and safety approach to drugs and drug policy. Now, you know, then he compared. Now, this is what he said. Okay, this is what he said. He said, "I think we need a comprehensive. I think we need a comprehensive plan because I think every community does." And then he says, I mean, I think the federal government needs a different plan, but they're not doing it, and the states not doing it. So we sort of had to do it ourselves. You know, this is so stupid. You know, the guy meets with Chucky Schumer, you know, in Ithaca, and then all of a sudden he has this brilliant plan, this stupid, idiotic plan to legalize injection facilities. It's almost as if he's legalizing heroin. Okay, he's legalizing, you know, and putting it in a controlled area where the government is in control of your heroin use. I was like, Mr. Mayor, have you lost your mind? Are you out of your mind? Are you crazy? Have you been shooting up? I mean, this is almost as if it's so stupidly pathetic. It's almost as if they are saying oh, well, if you legalize it, there will be less of it. It's almost like their stupid argument that they want to legalize marijuana. You know, I'm like, wrong, Mr. Mayor. This is not gonna help the situation. You know, you can do it as cleanly as possible, but it's not gonna encourage people to give up heroin. All right, you are out of your mind, Mr. Mayor. And I think everybody should boycott this. Okay, say no to the mayor. All right, you're only encouraging more drug use. Two wrongs do not make a right, Mr. Mayor. All right, that's just crazy. You know, the mayor has lost his mind on this one, my friends. Okay, and with that, I think I want to take it to the phones. All right. 272-0319 is the number. Okay. Let me know what's on your mind. Okay. Hello, you're on the air. What's on your political mind?
Hello, Will.
Hello.
I believe the mayor comes from the wrong side of the street.
Uh-huh.
And by him doing this, I believe he says that drugs are okay to use in New York State.
Yeah, I read that in the paper, you know, and then moments later when I got home, I saw it on national news. It was on Fox News. The guy made Fox News. You know.
Wow, I bet you he feels real accomplished.
Oh, God, this is just stupid.
I bet you he uses himself.
You know, it's just like the Democrats with their abortion thing.
Yeah.
You know, their argument, if you legalize it, that there will be less of it. But no, there have been over 40 million babies killed as a result of abortion.
What? I bet you the mayor would feel like crap if a pregnant girl came in to inject.
That's just. I don't know what this
about that one.
I don't know what this mayor is thinking.
He needs to be voted out.
Does he want to run for president or what the heck?
That'd be even worse.
Yeah.
Heroin would be legal in every state.
Jeez.
All right.
Yep. Thank you for your call.
Yeah.
Oh, my friends. You know, what a way to go down in flames, Mr. Mayor. You know, I was just thinking, you know, you are losing the war on drugs. It's enough to make Ronald Reagan turn in his grave. You know. Oh my God. Everyone needs to boycott this. Okay. Say no to heroin. You know. I mean, think of it. It doesn't send a good message to our children, and it doesn't send a good message to our families. You know. I have. You know. In fact, I have a quote here from Ronald Reagan. Okay. You know. I have a quote here from Ronald Reagan. Oh, wait, here it is. Wait, no, that's not it. Oh, wait, yeah, it is. Okay, yeah, but I have a quote here from Ronald Reagan. Okay. It's about the government. Okay. Now, trusting the government with every aspect of your lives is not the way to go. Right? But here it is. Okay, government does not solve problems. it subsidizes them. Now that's a quote from Ronald Reagan, and he is absolutely right. Okay, now Savante, with this plan, to make a heroin injection facility, yeah, that just subsidizes heroin. Oh, are people stupid? Oh. Hello, you're on the air. What's on your political mind?
Hey, Will. How are you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm doing all right.
Well, I'm wondering, have you heard about the solar city there by Buffalo?
The what?
The solar city, where they make solar panels?
No, I haven't.
Well, I've been hearing it on the radio quite a bit, and where Governor Cuomo has given over $700 million to this solar place to make solar panels. And it's pretty much a big flop.
Yeah.
The guy that owns it only put in $100 million.
There's a problem with solar panels.
Yep.
Okay. The sun doesn't shine all the time.
Well, that and the solar panels I just heard today on the radio. They're pretty much outdated right now. They're coming up with new technology. It's pretty much Stone Age what they're doing over there, the Buffalo right now. So the stocks, when they first come out last year, was like $75 a share, and right now it's down to about $16 a share. And a lot of these people that went into this whole 20-year deal, they're going to probably be sorry they ever signed this contract with them.
Well, I think Cuomo's going to commit in Obama.
Well, the state.
Because remember what a disaster Solyndra was. Yep. And Solyndra went bankrupt.
Yeah. This Cuomo keeps making blunders right and left.
Oh yeah.
And the state's in pretty much a financial collapse right now. And well, myself, I know I've listened to you tonight about Donald Trump, and to be honest about it, I think he's a poor choice for the Republicans to run for president.
Well, I don't know about that. I think actually he might be good for the country.
Well, I'm afraid he's a Democrat in Republican clothing.
No, actually no. He's not a Democrat, and he's not a Republican. He's a Trumpian.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
he's a populist. Okay?
Well, I know he's used the government quite a bit to help him get where he is today.
But he's actually I think he's actually a good strong candidate for president.
Well,
I'm supporting Ben Carson right now, but
Ben Carson is a good man, but he's not going to make it, unfortunately. I'd rather see.
But the thing of it is that if Trump gets the nomination, I believe that he may choose Ben Carson as his VP.
Well, maybe, but I'd rather see Ted Cruz and Ben Carson. I like to see Ted Cruz as president and Ben Carson as vice president myself.
Yeah, but
Ted Cruz believes in the gun rights and all the other things, but the big constitutionalist. Never hear really Ted Cruz, Trump talk about the Constitution very much.
Actually, he has, and he does support the Second Amendment.
Well, I've heard differently, though, but I hope and Ted will get it because
he does support the Second Amendment because if you look back to what he has said on immigration and the mass shootings and stuff like that. He said that if the other people in that church who were shot, if the other people in that church had guns, then the scenario would be a lot different.
Oh yeah, well.
Yeah,
well, maybe
so he supports the Second Amendment.
But also too, he was talking about how he's going to make these other countries pay tax for importing goods to this country. But true. Yeah, we could do that, but it's going to make other countries to devaluate their money to make our trade even tougher. We're going to go into a trade war.
The only two things I don't like about Trump is he's attacked the other candidates forgetting about Reagan's 11th commandment, and the other one just slipped my mind. But
it's sort of the last debate though is sort of childless between Rubio and Trump. Just sitting there like a bunch of little kids.
Rubio and Cruz in the last debate teamed up on Trump.
Well, they're trying to get in the first place.
It was ridiculous.
But they're trying to get in the first place because they know that because this Tuesday when it comes along, if they don't get up there, they're done.
Yeah. But the thing is, every time Trump has been attacked by either of the Republicans, he just attacks harder, and the other Republicans have fallen.
But
So I'm thinking that if the other Republicans can't beat Trump, then the Democrats can't beat Trump.
Well, I'm afraid I've been hearing about it. They got the Democrats and the news media's got a lot of dirt on Trump. I'm afraid that as soon as they find out that Cruz and Rubio can't make it, they're going to unleash ungodly amount of stuff about Trump.
Well, nah. That's not the least of Trump's worries. He'll still move up and he'll still be stronger than ever. Even if Hillary gets the nomination and they send the Clinton attack machine, it's not going to affect Trump. It's
pretty much a done deal for Hillary. She's going to run for president.
Well, she's not going to get the presidency though.
No, she might not win, but she's definitely going to run on the Democrat side.
Well, see, they're stacking the deck.
Oh yeah.
On the Democrat side, the superdelegates are bought and paid for. This is why the GOP stopped that. They dropped the superdelegates, and now it's more of a democracy on the Republican side than it is on the Democratic side.
Yeah.
The Democrats are just trying to go for a coronation, and it's not good for the country.
But right now, what's helping Trump out a lot? There's a lot of angry Americans out there, upset, fed up with the way things are being done, and really, you can't really make a good decision.
Yes, but you see that I think the enthusiasm is the enthusiasm on the Republican side is on the side of Donald Trump, and the enthusiasm on the Democrat side is on the side of Bernie Sanders, though, because there's really no enthusiasm for Hillary Clinton.
Well, I'd be shocked if Sanders gets to run for president. I think he's better than Hillary any day of the week, but
well, I don't think any of them are good.
I know, but
Bernie Sanders and Hillary, none of them are good.
They think the government's the answer for everything. Government runs everything. It tells how things should be done. Everything will be good. But I can tell you right now, every time the government puts their hands on anything, they make it 10 times worse than it should be.
The background on Hillary is way too scandalous.
Yeah.
There's too many scandals. You gotta look even as far back as Whitewater.
Yeah, and Cattlegate and all Travelgate, on and on it goes. But people they seem to just look the other way about it. Nothing sticks to it. But you look at the history of the Democrats. Every time they do something,
corruption.
They make something from bad to even worse than it was before.
Well, it's corruption, but the corruption factor is resonating with the American people. and the American people have rejected corruption.
Yeah,
So thus, even if Hillary gets the nomination, the American people are gonna reject her because of the corruption.
Yeah,
in her history.
I know a lot of people like Sanders because he's guaranteeing free stuff, free, and I can tell you right now, every time, if you want to get ahead, way the Democrats, if we do turn socialist in this country, the only way you're going to get ahead is if you go along with the government. You tell them they're the greatest thing in the world, they'll give you all kinds of money.
It's not going to happen. You know, we are not a socialist nation. We are not Europe. We are not Canada. You know, and you know the other thing I read in that paper was that Savante was trying to make it based on a model from Europe and Canada, and I'm like, no.
Well, I'm a farmer here in New York State, and the government is so engulfed in farming, and dairy farming and crop farming. Well, you know, here years ago they had ethanol, in which I was trying to make a living milking cows and stuff like that. The trouble is the price of corn went so high because of ethanol. It made it just about impossible to make a living at it. And now they're involved with dairy farming, and they pumped so much money into some of these big farms, and now there's so much milk out there, they don't know what to do with it all. The market is completely flooded. And here, a year ago, they were actually dumping tanker loads after tanker loads of milk, but they didn't know what to do with it all. And that right there, it goes to show you, the Democrats, every time they, like I said before, every time they put their hand on something, they make it 10 times worse than it was before. They make, if you, like I said before, like they make out, if you go their way, they put all sorts of money to you. So they make winners. If you don't go along with them, you're a loser and you're out.
Well, we're not going to allow that to happen.
Well, I hope not.
It's, you know, I've said it time and time again. If you want to save America, vote Republican.
Well, conservative. I'm a conservative myself. I'm the conservative and Constitution all the way.
The tax policies of the Republicans are much better for the economy.
Right. Well, you and I sort of disagree on Trump. I still think he's not the right guy. I still think Cruz is the right man for the job. But unfortunately, you know, he's not. Don't look too good. Let's see, a miracle happens here tomorrow. I'm afraid Trump's going to get it.
Well, the key issues are the economy, national security, and the chaos at the border.
I saw on C-SPAN here last week, I think it was over a week ago, our Air Force is only at 50% readiness for any kind of attack.
Yep. Yeah, Obama has crippled our military. He's cut the funding to the military drastically. And he's cut us down. He's cut us down to pre 9/11 levels.
Oh yeah, and right now I don't know if you heard about the Cougar power plant. It still is a toss-up if it's going to stay open. If that closes down, is how many? If it's going to be a domino effect because how much money is going to be lost in this county, and then how many other businesses are going to see the writing on the wall and see their taxes go up and say, well, maybe we ought to think about leaving. You ask people, like the politicians, can you give me a good reason why we should stay in New York State? Can you give me a good reason why I should stay in New York State and not move out? You know, there's other states out there 10 times better than this state.
Well, what we need to do is get involved in our political process. So maybe we should look to getting rid of Cuomo and electing a Republican.
We haven't had a good governor of this state since Pataki.
Yeah, Pataki was a good governor.
You know, I admit he might have been a little bit of a rhino, but still, he's 100 times better than Spitzer and Cuomo, and Albany is so corrupt right now. It is beyond corruption.
Oh yeah, yeah, and Cuomo dropped the corruption commission that he put in.
Well, yeah, because he don't want to be
because they started investigating him, and then he dropped it. He didn't want them to unveil the skeletons in his closet.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll wake up someday. We'll get him out of office, but I don't know.
I called him Homo Cuomo.
I call him Chimman Cuomo. The leader of North Korea. That's all he is, because he's all for gun control and everything else. And here, we're the only county in the whole New York State that went along with his plan.
Yep. Well, if we get rid of Cuomo and get a Republican governor in there, maybe we'll be able to approve fracking.
Well, I don't know how many years it'll take to get that back.
Yep.
But yeah,
we get a Republican president, we'll approve the Keystone Pipeline.
Well, I was wondering when the price of oil will come back up, because that does affect the stock market and stuff like that.
Yep. Well, my friend.
Well, I'll let you go.
Yep. I gotta get to the last words for the night. Thank you for your call. I appreciate it. And that brings me to the last words for the night, my friends. Now, all right. Of all the things that have been going on, all right, I want you to seriously think about the future. All right. Okay. The future is not with the Democrats. Okay. The future is if you save America by voting Republican. All right. Now, that's all the time I have left on the show tonight, my friends. I thank you for watching Political Points. All right. Now, let's make this country safer again. Okay? Follow me on Twitter at WilliamMetro2. And check me out on YouTube. All right. Once again, thank you for watching Political Points. Where the right is right, and the left is always